So I want to welcome you all to our One Texas training from whichever metro you are joining us from today. We will be recording this class and we will send out this recording at the conclusion along with additional marketing notes. Now, as always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to utilize the chat portion of your team's application and fire away, or go ahead and feel free to unmute yourself as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we are going to talk about how to leverage Listing Concierge. We are going to discuss tips and tricks for you to implement when using Listing Concierge. We want to make sure you are getting the best return possible on your investment. With that being said, just a couple of questions just to kind of get, that blood flowing this morning for your brain. Are you seeing the next level of, are you interested in seeing the next level of Listing Concierge? Are you taking advantage of the flexibility the Listing Concierge program offers you? Are you using these assets in the most effective way possible? Now, investing in Listing Concierge is really more than marketing your new listing. You are investing in you, your brand, not Coldwell Banker. Let's get started to see what tricks you can implement to bring more strategy to your marketing plan. So timing matters. We recommend that you use the timeline of deliverables to your advantage. This helps set seller expectations as well as your own. This is available on the Listing Concierge tile and is interactive based on your metro and your start date. Now, the start date is the day you have both photos and copy available and placed into your order. Now, this is always a good idea to reference this before you place your order, and it's really best if you also reference this before your listing appointment to help really manage those seller expectations. Just another good rule of thumb, you might want to go ahead and reference again after placing your order to really stay on top of the deadlines and delivery dates. So we're just going to give you a couple of examples coming up here in just a moment, but this is a brief little snapshot of what the timelines option will look like underneath the Listing Concierge, the three little dots in the bottom right-hand corner. So just select your metro, select your start date, and then continue on, and you'll be able to see dates of delivery for the different marketing pieces dependent upon your Listing Concierge package. Now, again, timing also really matters when you are approving your materials. So proofs are guaranteed during business days and hours only. So please remember that the Listing Concierge team works in California Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time. So if you reject your proofs or you need your Listing Concierge coordinator to make any edits, you need revised proofs, those are guaranteed the next business day. So please remember, business days are tracked by days and not hours. Here are some examples of that. So for instance, if your photos and your marketing copy are provided at 11:30 our time, AM, that's 9:30 in California on a Tuesday, the turnaround times are promised by the end of business on Wednesday. Another good example is if your photos and your marketing copy or your edits are provided at 5:30 Pacific time on Tuesday. So really, this just means that the information was not available and received by your Listing Concierge coordinator during business hours on Tuesday, and therefore not available until the next business day, which is Wednesday. The turnaround times are promised by the end of the next business day. So in this case, it would be by Thursday. So kind of just remember about that timeline and then the business hours for the Listing Concierge team. And again, just reiterating, they are Pacific Coast hours. Now, here are some photography tips that we recommend. So we recommend that you favorite, several of your photos within your order, anywhere from 5 to 10, before your Listing Concierge coordinator begins to work on your proofs. This will really ensure your favorites are used and will help avoid you having to reject and or request edits or make the edits yourself. So underneath photos and multimedia, click the heart icon on the preferred photos. You'll see that in the upper right hand or corner, and then you'll see your number of favorites is going to be tracked. Now, be sure you're taking advantage of the benefits of Exclusive Look. One of the latest updates in Listing Concierge includes a new reminder that will pop up until you enter your MLS ID in, or 36 hours after you purchase your Listing Concierge package. Now, there will be a link to promote now, which will take you to Exclusive Look, where you can add as a CB exclusive or a sneak peek. Now, remember, when it comes to Exclusive Look, guys, you will need that signed addendum form by your sellers, as you need something in writing. Now, I just want to mention that we have the great Bob Albin down in Houston, who will be teaching Exclusive Look this coming Monday the 8th at 10 o'clock. So be sure that you join to see how you can go ahead and market your properties prior to them going into the MLS. So now let's discuss tips that you can implement for the assets you receive within your chosen package. First, the popular digital ad. Are you utilizing this element to its fullest capacity? Just as a reminder, be sure you're telling your sellers this isn't just an ad on Facebook. The ad also runs on Instagram and potentially thousands of other websites. So share with them that it's also a lead generator to try and get more eyes on their property. So I like always to use this little scenario. I love shoes. I love getting on at DSW. And, maybe in a few hours after that, I am on the web. Maybe I'm searching for something else. I see a little ad for DSW pop up. That is a similar technology that we here at Coldwell Banker are using. So it's basically following that end user around the web and also their Facebook and Instagram. Now, I already mentioned that timing matters. That applies to this ad too. Know when your ad is going to go live. This will help you know when to start for the leads to follow up with. An email will come directly from HomeSpotter Boost several hours before your ad is live. This doesn't come from your Listing Concierge coordinator, so just be sure you remember that difference. And this is just a sample of what this email looks like. If you aren't sure if you're receiving these reminders, here's another tip for you. You can adjust your settings in your account to guarantee you'll get these email notifications like the ones that you're seeing here. You can opt in to receive emails when leads engage with your ad and when they release their information. Guys, this is all done inside the HomeSpotter Boost ad, or inside of HomeSpotter Boost, which you can locate that tool inside of your desk. So really all this means is that you now have their email and will want to follow up with them as soon as possible. You also can update your settings so that your ad is hosted by your business Facebook page as opposed to the default that HomeSpotter Boost offers. Now, this isn't going to bring you more or less leads. It just helps keep your name in front of more people. Instead of seeing the default business page, Coldwell Banker Realty Texas, they would see yours. Now, in your HomeSpotter account, you'll find your ad. You'll click view, and then you'll see this page. That is where you can click engaged in the top right to see a timeline of what leads you've collected and what engagement they took with your ad. Timing is super, super critical here. You really want to follow up with these leads as soon as possible. So remember, this is all done via the HomeSpotter Boost tile inside of Desk. You also can download this in bulk, and you can export a list of your leads by clicking the export leads button when you're underneath engaged. So really great to be able to see the different kinds of engagement activity that you're receiving on your ads. Now, our listing presentations in Moxie don't currently have a detailed page about how HomeSpotter's digital ads work, but you can easily add one to your preferred template by following these steps. So I'm actually going to back out of this because I actually want to show you this in a live mode here. So via HomeSpotter here on Desk, what you want to do is you want to click here in the bottom left where it says Help Center. That essentially is taking you into the back end of the Help Center, and it's going to take us right into HomeSpotter Boost Help Center specifically. Underneath the menu items here, we want to go ahead and click where it says Training Resources. And then we want to select this option that says HomeSpotter Boost Training. From here, you want to go ahead and select all Boost training materials. And then you will want to go ahead and type in this search bar, listing presentation. Just go ahead and click the enter key. Then the first option here, how can I tell potential sellers about this? Go ahead and click directly on this. Now what you'll want to do is you will want to scroll down to the very bottom, and underneath my brokerage uses both social and display ads. You can choose to download this either in a landscape presentation or a portrait presentation. And just by downloading it, this is what you will be able to add to your Moxie presentation, which really will give a better idea to your potential seller on the power of this really great technology. So picking back up from where we left off, let's give you some hot market tips on how you can really utilize this Home Spotter Boost ad. So again, as stated, our listing presentations in Moxie don't have that detailed page, but maybe what you can do here is reposition a live ad for multiple offers or an under contract scenario. What's really great about Home Spotter Boost is at any point during the duration of your ad, you can go in and edit your ad copy via the Home Spotter tile on desk. The really great thing too that I love about Home Spotter Boost is an ad can be edited at any time while it's running. So super great to be able to know that. Also, what's great is you can capture generated leads as soon as possible. What you can do with that is you can send email or Facebook messages announcing, hey, I sold this home in X number of days. You can send a list of similar properties of this particular ad, or offer a market report, which you can find in Prospect Square, to those that engaged with your ad. So also just a little note that you can opt out of property brochures to gain an extended ad. During when COVID first started, this was something that the Listing Concierge team kind of came up with as we were extremely locked down in terms of being able to promote real live and in-person open houses. And so people felt that the property brochure really didn't gain them much in terms of marketing since they weren't able to physically show people in an open house scenario. So what we've decided to keep on even after last year, you can go ahead and opt out of getting your property brochures to gain this extended Home Spotter Boost ad. Now, this will vary by metro and by package, so please be sure you reach out to your local field marketing team to get those specific timelines and the different extensions based on which package you purchase. Confirm directly with your listing concierge coordinator that in fact you do want to forego your property ads to get that extended Home Spotter Boost ad. And just kind of a note here, this isn't currently an option to choose while you're ordering. So that is why you would want to engage with your LCC just to let them know that this is what you are wanting to do. Any questions about Home Spotter Boost? Guys, I love this. This is a really great tool to use. It's a really great tool in our wheelhouse of amazing tools at Coldwell Banker. Do you guys have any questions so far in terms of Home Spotter Boost? Okay, not seeing any questions come through, so let's continue forward here. So next up here, we have the mobile brochure, and this mobile brochure is powered by a company called Dot Signal. This is essentially a text for more info sign writer that you can pick up from your office after placing your listing concierge order. We have two important tips to share with you that you might not be leveraging right now. So let's talk about the technology. So what you're going to see here is that a consumer is going to text this office keyword to this 35620 number. Now your office keyword is tied to your office's inventory. Remember, this is based on GPS location, and this is used to locate the closest property. What's going to happen is the consumers are going to receive the property information. So it's going to be a great little screenshot of the home, all the listing details. It's also going to provide your information as well so they can reach out to you. What's really great about this in return is you as the listing agent will receive the lead. What you're going to get is the consumer's mobile number and the property of interest. Now, for a fun interactive tip, the entire goal of Listing Concierge is to win the listing. A way for you to enhance your listing presentation is to show this technology in action. Everybody loves a good demo so they can see how it works. Now, each of you can get your own demo code to show your sellers what this will look like for interested buyers. If you demonstrate this without your demo code, they will actually get a real listing sent to them and their info would go to that listing agent. So not truly ideal. So this is why we recommend popping into the back end of Dot Signal and obtaining your own custom demo code. So let's just go ahead and keep going through here. So again, you can use your cell phone here. You can create a new text message and text presentation to 35620. Just a little note as well, you can obtain an actual demo code to insert into a listing presentation that you can upload into Moxie. So just again, Dot Signal will send a text message with your demo code and an email with a link to your listing presentation page. So there's a couple of different ways that you can actually obtain that demo code. Now let's pop into a single property website. So a single property website could be described to a seller as a custom landing page that you are going to build. So we do have the option of having a branded and unbranded version. So the unbranded would be really great for you to put on your MLS. So what can you do with these, URLs? You can add this to the listing page on coldwellbankerhomes.com via the coldwellbankerhomes.com admin tool on desk. You can add this to your listing on MLS. You can post to your social media pages. You can post to your client's social media pages simply by stating, here's a look at your lovely home. Thanks for trusting me with the sale of it. You can embed these links into your personal website. You can add URL to any printed materials you create, whether that's flyers, mailers, etc. You can add the URL to any digital materials you create, emails, e-flyers, text messages. For added exposure, consider running as an ad and link an audience to the URL or boost an existing post where the URL is included in that said post. Any questions on Dot Signal or the single property website? Okay, not seeing any questions come in, so let's continue forward. So the next item that we want to talk about is going to be how you can leverage your TV show and your YouTube promotion. On the far left-hand side, you'll see the different times on Sundays where your TV show is located based on your metro. So At Home in Central Texas is on CW 54 at 9 o'clock. This is for our Austin peeps. Here in DFW, At Home in North Texas is on Channel 21, Sundays at 8:30. And for our Houston audience, At Home in Houston is on CW 39, Sundays at 9:30. So your branded TV show on YouTube can be copied directly from within your order. So again, what can you do with the URL? Very similar to what you can do with your single property website. Again, you can add this to the listing page on coldwellbankerhomes.com via the coldwellbankerhomes.com admin tool on desk. You can add to your single property website. Be sure to reach out to your listing concierge coordinator. They can certainly help you with this. You can post it to your social media pages. You can post to your client social media pages. You can simply say, now showing your home, watch for it on Sundays at 9:30 a.m. on CW39 or whichever metro you're in and whatever channel and time that is at. You can embed the links to your personal website. You can add the URL to, again, any printed materials you create, flyers, mailers, etc. You can add the URL to any digital materials you create, emails, e-flyers, text messages. You can actually embed into your Moxie listing presentation to demonstrate a real example to your future sellers. I love this idea. I actually have a couple agents here in my metro who do that. So highly recommend that. Now, here is a hot market tip for you guys. Before the script is written and approved, up to 25% of that script can be reworked to share information on the real estate market and how quickly your property sold. This allows you to use the video asset for a longer period of time. To make changes to the TV script, enter change into the script drop-down text box, click save. After changes are saved, click reject. The script will go back to your listing concierge coordinator with your revisions for review, and your listing concierge coordinator will release the final script back to you for final approval. Now let's talk about your just listed mailers. Your just listed mailers, you have three different options for these. You can decide to receive them to handle distribution yourself. You can have your listing concierge coordinator send to a radius around your listing, or you can upload your own list. The more strategic option is to upload your own list. You have a lot of great tools right at your fingertips. You can utilize tools such as the CVX Buyer Locator and Cole Realty Resource. You can curate a targeted audience, and you can add the same list to your CRM. So what you can do with all of this strategic option information is send an email regarding the listing and consider sending your just sold mailer to the same group. Again, choosing your listing orders radius option doesn't guarantee the just sold cards will go to the same group of people. So just a little tidbit of information there for you. More info on just listed mailers, you can enhance your mailer with a QR code. Use a free QR code generator and a link to your website of choice. Replace a property photo with the QR code. So just a really good tip there. A hot market tip, if you'd rather not use a just listed sort of message, revise the headline and copy to reflect under contract. Copy can demonstrate the quick sale and your expertise in the local field or local market. Just a quick note, a new mailer design might have to be selected as not all headlines are editable. Any questions about your mailers? Okay, I see no questions coming in, so let's move on and let's talk about your property brochures. Now, just a couple of, quick hot market tips. Here, what you can do if the listing sells after you receive your brochures, use on a future listing appointments or mail us samples to potential sellers. If the listing sells before you approve your brochures, transition the copy and photos to a personal brochure. Consider opting out of brochures altogether and instead opt in to do that extended digital ad via HomeSpotter Boost. Now remember that HomeSpotter Boost variation does vary by metro and by package. Again, remember to confirm directly with your listing concierge coordinator. And also, this isn't currently an option when placing your order. So again, reach out to your LCC. They'll be able to better assist you with that digital ad. Continuing on with property brochures, getting additional brochures. So if you don't purchase additional brochures at the time of your order, but need more, you can download the file at any time and send to a local printer. This is a really great option if you are in desperate need of more brochures. You can do this with any print file available in Listing Concierge. So you also have the ability to edit your file at any time before re-downloading it to your computer. So here are just some additional hot market tips for you. So one item that you have available inside your gold and platinum packages will be the seller update. You can utilize the report to showcase and spread the word about your ability to deliver exceptional service. With your email flyer, you can reach out to your sphere in one business day and distribute the listing area, asking if they know any potential buyers. You can send up a follow email announcing, hey, I sold this in X number of days. Some additional hot market tips for you. Check out the do-it-yourself social media assets. Follow the entire journey of the listing from coming soon to just sold. Time really is of the essence on social media posts. You can always reposition the message to speak to the market area, the days on market, and your level of expertise and skills. For your just sold postcards, send the postcard immediately after closing. Enhance your copy by demonstrating the quick sale. Again, sold in X number of days and your expertise in that area. Send to a cultivated list from Cole Realty Resource. And be sure that you check out Bob, as I know he is teaching about Cole Realty Resource next week. And identify similar homes to your listing and appealing to potential sellers. Now, some additional resources. You can order consumer brochures that are agent branded via Express Stocks. What's really great is these come in silver, gold, and platinum, and you can personalize with all of your contact information. This acts as a little mini listing presentation. The Help Center. To access the Help Center, be sure that you go to Desk, click the three dots in the bottom right corner of the Listing Concierge app, or you can locate the Listing Concierge section from the Help Center by selecting the question mark in the upper right-hand corner on Desk. So materials that you can find and that are available include training videos, release notes to stay aware of the latest updates made to Listing Concierge, frequently asked questions, and much, much more. Again, we also offer our release notes. Our release notes just show the changes that we made to the program the previous month. So definitely be sure that you check this out to see what is new. Now I'm going to open the floor up to a Q&A. So feel free to either unmute yourself or go ahead and type in any questions you might have into the team portion or the chat portion of your team's application. Okay, guys, I am not seeing any questions come in. I really want to thank you for your time today. Be sure you check out the lovely Miss Caitlin Spikes down in Austin. She is going to show you how to customize and optimize your agent website via InTouch, and that'll be at 2 o'clock. And be sure that you sign up on Sales Pro. So thanks, guys, so much, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.